Look at this. This is stew meat, and it's this tender in just 15 minutes. And no, there are no weird tricks. Today I'm going to show you how to make a classic meat and potatoes dish, but without spending 2 hours in the kitchen. Juicy meat, a well-blended sauce, and potatoes that don't fall apart. Stay until the end because the detail about the potatoes is key. If you like easy recipes that turn out right the first time, stick around. This is very Celadorlandia. And then, tell me if you used to make it like this at home. Let's go with the ingredients. You'll see there's nothing strange. Meat, garlic, parsley, salt. Potapas. And meat concentrate. Potapas. Nothing modern, nothing strange. This is cooking that works. The first thing we'll do is sear the meat with oil directly in the pressure cooker. Make sure it's uncovered, I'll tell you now. I'm not going to spend much time on my preparations. It's that easy. On the other hand, we're going to use potatoes or a few. Did you know about this gadget? It's simply a kind of silicone tube that peels potatoes, or a knife. Garlic clove. And as if by magic, just by twisting, you remove the whole clove in thin slices. But not too thick either. Quick, clean, and efficient. Look how it leaves them. And this one? Instead of crushing to make a bajao, you can just grate the garlic here, right on this plate. It's a bit rough, and when you rub the garlic on it, it gets crushed and turns into a kind of paste. I'm going to mix this with a bit of parsley and set this mixture aside for later, because it's going to give it a fantastic flavor. In addition to this mixture of garlic paste with parsley, I also dissolve a teaspoon of beef concentrate in a cup of very hot water. Once it's dissolved, we're done with the preparations. The first thing we do is sear the meat in very hot oil. So we let this drizzle sit for a while, and when it's hot, we go in with the meat. This step is important because here we're not cooking the meat, we're creating flavor. Just sear it well on the outside, no rush, so it stays juicy on the inside. Now, crushed garlic and parsley. This is the traditional way, and this is where it starts to smell like really good food. How delicious. This smell already tells you it's going to turn out well. Save this recipe because this stew never fails. With this, you don't need broth, bouillon cubes, or anything else. We add it, stir a little, and that's it. We close the pressure cooker, and when it starts to build pressure, we count exactly 15 minutes. Remember that you start counting from the moment the valve releases pressure, and you lower the heat to a gentle level. 15, no more, no less. Meanwhile, I take the opportunity to cut 4 or 5 potatoes into small cubes, which, as you can see, I've already peeled. I don't know if you do it with a knife. I use a peeler. Once the 15 minutes have passed, set it aside to let the pressure drop, and meanwhile, you can start frying the potatoes in plenty of hot oil over medium-high heat. But make sure not to add all the potatoes at once. It's not a good idea to add too many, because they'll stick together, they won't fry properly, and the oil won't circulate the same way, so it's better to fry them in 2 batches. But make sure to stir them almost constantly. That's the way to make them even and golden. Then put them on a plate with plenty of paper towels or absorbent paper, and while they're still hot, add the sauces right away. Don't wait until later, no. As soon as you put them down, sprinkle the salt on top. We've already let the pressure drop. We open it up and look at this meat. We take off the lid and let the sauce reduce a bit. That way it turns out thick, shiny, and well blended. You're going to leave it uncovered over medium heat until it starts to boil. Then wait until you see the sauce is nicely reduced and thick. Right at that moment, add the potatoes. And that's fundamental. You always have to add the potatoes at the end. That's why I cook them separately. That way they stay golden and don't break apart. They don't turn into mash. We add them at the end just so they get warm and soak up a bit of the sauce. These recipes aren't complicated, you just need to know the order. Look at that sauce, look at that meat. If you liked it, subscribe to Saladolandia, because here we cook easily and with flavor. This is well-made comfort food, the kind you want to have seconds of. And just look at how hard it's going to be to resist a dish like this. Meat, super tender, and crispy potatoes, but with all the flavor of the meat sauce. And look how it comes apart without even needing a knife. I don't need it, I can just cut it by pushing with the fork. Tell me in the comments, do you cook the potatoes in the stew or add them at the end like I do? Subscribe.